Hi, let's discuss numericals on normality. What is normality? Normality represents the number of gram equivalents of solute. Normality represents the gram equivalent of solute. Number of gram equivalent of solute that is present in 1 liter solution. So 1 liter solution contains how many number of gram equivalent? That will be normality, and it is represented by the letter N. So we can give a formula that is N equals to gram equivalent of solute by volume of the solution in liter. But if you are going to express the volume in ml, then we know that 1 liter equals to 1000 ml. So the formula N will be weight by equivalent weight into 1000 by V. So this formula is applicable when it is expressed in ml, and this formula is applicable when it is expressed in liter. And what is equivalent weight? That we all know that it is the atomic weight by valency or molecular weight by valency. So this is normality. Now let's discuss numerical. Here I have given one numerical, that is how many gram, what we have to find out, how many gram of potassium chlorate is present in 200 ml of 0.5 normal solution undergoing reduction to chloride ion. So what is happening here? Here potassium chlorate KClO3 is getting reduced to Cl minus ion. So we all know that we have to find out N factor. So how to find out N factor? The change in oxidation state. So N factor equals to what? Here the oxidation number of chlorine is plus 5 and here it is minus 1. So it is 5 minus of minus 1, that is equals to 6. So N factor is 6. So we have calculated N factor for this reduction process. And what is the formula for normality? We all know that normality N equals to mass in gram into 1000, because we are considering in ml, so into 1000 by, it will be equivalent mass of the substance into volume. Now equivalent mass equals to what? Equivalent mass E of KClO3 to Cl minus, means for this reaction will be molecular weight of KClO3 by N factor. And here it is potassium chlorate, the mass will be 122.5. If you sum up all the mass of potassium, chlorine and oxygen, it will be like 122.5 divided by 6. So what is the normality here given? 0.5. So write 0.5 equals to W, that we are going to calculate, into 1000 divided by 122.5 by 6 into volume 200 ml. So when we calculate W, it will come 2.04 gram. So W equals to 2.04 gram. So this is the mass of potassium chlorate that is present in 200 ml of 0.5 normal solution. So students, just calculate the N factor, then use the formula and you can get the answer. So let's move to the next problem. What is the volume of 0.25 normal? It will be capital N. So 0.25 normal NaCl solution should be mixed with 40 ml of 0.5 normal MgCl2 solution to get a solution having chloride ion concentration equals to 0.3 normal. So we have two solutions. Solution 1, we don't know the volume, so V into its strength will be 0.25 normal. And solution 2, 40 ml and its strength is 0.5 normal. So we know what is the normality formula. The normality formula is N final. The normality for the final solution is N and volume is V. So if N is the normality of the resulting solution, it will be N and volume is V, that is equals to N1 V1 plus N2 V2. Here, what is N? Now, initially it was MgCl2 volume was 40 ml, and what was the volume of sodium chloride? We don't know. We have assumed it is V. So the final volume should be what? 40 plus V. So, so here normality is given 0.3 normal. So I have written N is 0.3 into V. What is the final volume? It will be 40 plus V, and that is equals to N1. Means initial volume, what was the initial volume of sodium chloride? We have assumed V. So V into 0.25 plus 40 into 0.5. And after calculation, we can get V equals to 160 ml. V equals to 160 ml. So this is the answer. So remember that this is the strength. N is the strength of the final solution. V is the strength of the final volume. So you can use this formula. So let's move to the next problem. Here what is happening? A neutralization reaction is happening. Actually, what will be the normality of the mixture? What will be the normality of the mixture formed when 200 ml of N by 10 H2SO4? So we have what? N by 10, 200 ml N by 10 H2SO4, and it is mixed with 300 ml N by 100 NaOH. So what will happen? Obviously acid will be neutralized by base. We know that acid base neutralization will be taking place. Neutralization will occur. So after neutralization, some amount of acid or some amount of base would be there. Now what is the formula for when you are going to calculate the final strength of the resulting formula, final strength of the resulting solution? Here also we know that the formula is NV equals to N1V1 minus N2V2. Why minus? Because acid and base are getting neutralized. So after neutralization, some amount of acid or some amount of base would be present. So here, what is the final strength of the solution? We don't know. So N. What is the final volume? The final volume will be 500. Why? Because it is 300 ml and here it is 200 ml. So 200 plus 500, sorry, 200 plus 300, that is equals to N1. N1 means 0.1 into 200 minus 0.3 into 0.03 into 300. So it will be 20 minus 3, 17. So what is N? N will come 17 by 500, and it is 0.034. So this is the normality of the resulting solution. So in this way we can solve numericals on normality.